Thanks for coming over.
Oh, certainly. I'm really happy to see you living in a nicer place than the last motel.
I didn't invite you over to ask for your approval on my living surroundings.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just concerned. You know, old habit. So, what's going on?
I wanted you to hear from me. I filed for divorce.
The police have been trying to trace Paul's gun, but they haven't had any luck.
Honest photographers do not carry guns.
Well, all they can determine is whether it was stolen or bought on the black market, and they have no ownership or proof of registration.
I wish I could prove that he had it on him.
Then it would be your word against his.
And Keith does not believe that it was self-defense.
Well, then we'll have to prove him wrong.
I wish I had your confidence.
Look, there's no problem. You didn't know Paul. You had no connection with him. What is Keith going to discover?
Believe me, when Keith is out to get somebody, he does. And this time, he's out to get me.
Who are you?
The Grim Reaper.
Paul, the doctor says you're going to be fine.
Yes, which, makes some of us happy, but a lot of us would rather see you in limbo land indefinitely.
The accident at Miss Wainwright's has been getting a lot of publicity.
Yeah. You know, Paul, I've seen some dumb moves in my life, but that takes the cake. I mean, you give the phrase, better off dead, new meaning.
Look, there's no reason to panic. The important thing is that we all agree on the same version of the truth.
Yeah, but which version? Yours, mine, or his?
If you'll make the arrangements, I think my brother is ready to make an official statement. With a little coaching, darling, you'll make this side of the story. Paint Mrs. Victoria Capwell as the gun-toting murderess we all know her to be.
Okay, where is she? I don't know. Damn it, man, you set her up. I gave her a chance to get away from you. She was terrified.
Yeah, now she's out there alone.
Yeah, well, from what she told me, the only one she has to be afraid of is you.
You know what the hell you're talking about, man.
You stay away from me.
Look on your life.
Get the hell away from me.
Just like that, huh? You want a divorce?
You've known for a while?
Yeah, I guess I have. I don't know. Hearing it that way just makes it harder to accept. So what happens now? Is there, what, some kind of hearing? I signed some papers, I'm sure. I mean, there are always papers to sign.
I filled out the papers. You'll get your copy in a couple weeks, and it should all be over in about 6 months.
Over? That's what this is all about, right?
Ted, I don't think we have anything else to say to each other, okay?
Hayley, there has to be something.
This is it. It's over. We have to face that.
What, you mean we just give up?
We tried everything.
Yeah. Yeah, we tried.
Look, there's no other solution, okay?
Why do I get the idea that you're trying to talk yourself into this as much as you're trying to talk me into it?
No, it's too late.
Why does it have to be?
Because, Ted, if there was any other way, any other solution, I wouldn't be going through this. I wouldn't put you through this. If it was as simple as just sitting down and talking about it or trying to make things the way they were, I'd be doing it. You would, too.
The fact that I loved you once, more than I loved anybody else, doesn't mean anything to you. Hayley, I mean, it's gotta mean something.
Do you really love me more than you've loved anyone?
Honey, I just said that.
I mean, what about your first love?
I knew it'd come back to this.
I asked you a question.
Yes. I loved Lakin a long time ago when we were just kids. I mean, it was just a puppy dog kind of love.
It was a love, Ted. You'd never felt those feelings before. And yes, you got over it, and I will too. People say that the first love is the most painful. I understand that now.
How do you think I feel? You know, just because I loved somebody a while back, you think I feel anything less for you?
You know, I don't know what you feel.
I feel right now like totally wrenched in my stomach, like when I lose somebody who I care about. When I lost Eden, I feel the same thing now. And then I look at you. I see what I'm throwing away. What I'm saying goodbye to.
Don't, please. It's for the best, and I don't want you to try and talk me out of it.
Hayley, I do not love Lakin anymore.
This has nothing to do with Lakin, Ted. Why are you always trying to put the blame somewhere or on someone else? It just didn't work, okay? Please, just go, okay, please?
Well, I'll never forget about you. I'll never forget what we could have been. You've got great timing.
Hi. How was the funeral?
The service was beautiful.
Is Lionel okay?
Best it can be. It's been wonderful to me. I think having Alice and Guest there helped a lot, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm very glad that you weren't alone.
I think maybe we should go and see Lionel sometime.
Yeah, I will.
Look, you're not the only one who's surprised to see me here. I'm surprised myself. But I made a promise, and I intend to keep it.
Look, Jane, I'm not going to hold you to anything that you said before.
No, it's not just for you. It's for Johnny, too. Now, I said I would help and find him, and I will.
Jane, you have no idea what we're up against.
Then we'll find out.
You know, I've been telling myself that for weeks. And I just don't think I believe it anymore.
I'm not going to break my promise, Brick.
All right, look, I'm not ungrateful. Okay? The last thing I can work... Look, I can't deal with us right now. Do you understand? And I don't want you hoping that something's going to happen right now until I find Johnny. I care about you. No, I do, all right? But, and I don't mean to hurt you.
It's too late for that.
Oh.
It really is. It's too late for a lot of things, I guess. We really could have something special, Brick.
I have to call Cruz if you don't mind.
Would you let me know if there's any news, please?
Right now, all we know is that a seasoned pro took Johnny. Or at the very least, someone who's got friends in very, very high places. You still think that you have a chance to find my son? Huh?
Can't this statement wait, Mr. Timmons? My brother's still very weak.
If he can breathe, he can talk, okay? Okay, Marshal, shoot. What's your full name?
Paul Marshall.
Occupation?
Freelance photographer.
How well did you know Victoria Lane Capwell?
We were good friends.
How good?
I knew her in L.A.
Go on.
We were pretty close.
Right. So what made you come back to Santa Barbara?
I was sick of the rat race in L.A. and I wanted to move my business, and I ran into Victoria in a local restaurant, and we rehashed old times.
What do you mean, what old times?
What are you getting at, Mr. Timmons?
I mean, Victoria's a beautiful woman. It wasn't me on Wednesdays to play pinochle, now were you?
No, I knew she was married. I don't make waves.
Right. Well, I mean, chivalry isn't dead, it's just in a coma. So did you make it with her?
You're overstepping your boundaries, Mr. Timmons.
It's pertinent. Excuse me if I offend your sensibility. I'll rephrase this for you, okay? How well did you know Miss Capwell?
We were lovers.
Oh. Before or now?
Both. So we saw each other, and the old magic was still there.
Like the song.
No, you don't understand. I mean, I knew that she was married. I didn't start anything. She came on to me from the minute she said hello.
And you just couldn't resist.
I'm not a homewrecker, Timmons. I'm not a kidnapper either.
Why did she shoot you? Because she's crazy. That's why she's crazy.
She thought that we would have this great life together, and she wanted to get out before her old man came back.
And that wasn't your plan.
No. No, I wanted to have a few good times. That's it.
All right, did you tell her that?
I was upfront with her.
Well, yeah, I get that impression.
No, come on. No, I knew she was married. You don't get that at all. You see, she wanted more than that. She was acting like she was desperate. And she wanted to get away from her husband and her baby because she felt that he was going to crack up.
Well, surprise, she did.
She did. She wanted to get together with me. But she wanted to talk about things, but I said no. And then she followed me to the Wainwright place.
How did she know you were there?
And then she knew I was there.
She had a gun.
She had a gun, and she said that if I didn't come away with her, that she was going to kill me.
Right. Those were her exact words.
Those... Who remembers? I was scared. I was scared to death.
But she threatened you. Definitely.
Definitely. Look at me. What? Why else would she have had a gun? That crazy broad tried to kill me.
McGraw, did you get that? That crazy broad, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, right?
I got it all. No problem.
I want it all. Every sordid word for sordid word.
Hang on, baby. God, keep us safe.
There's gotta be water in here somewhere.
feel like an idiot. I mean, I knew it was coming. I was the one that filed the papers myself.
Don't be so hard on yourself, you know? I'd worry about you if you weren't sad.
I thought I was going to be able to break the news and just walk away from everything.
Yeah, but you're not like that, Hayley.
Jake, I don't even remember why we broke up in the first place. I don't remember what happened.
Does it matter now?
Yes. It matters because I don't want to keep making the same mistakes over and over again the rest of my life.
I'm not gonna let you do that. Hey, look, why don't we get out of here for a little while, all right? I'm sure you could use a change of scenery.
No, I don't want to go out just yet, okay? Do you believe in forever?
I think that you've got to be pretty good friends with someone in order to spend a lifetime with them.
Yeah. I guess through all the excitement and the passion, it just comes down to being friends.
Yeah, maybe you and Ted loved each other without really getting to know each other first.
Well, I know there were many times when neither of us knew where the other one was coming from.
Look, I don't want to put him down or anything, but I think that, Ted's got some pretty high and mighty ideas.
No, Jake. It was just the way he was brought up. He's really a wonderful man.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Maybe you're just different.
I feel like such a failure.
Don't say that. Come on. I've never seen anyone try so hard to try and keep a marriage together. Ted doesn't know how lucky he was.
Well, maybe Lakin is just more his type.
No, well, if she is, he's a fool.
Oh, come on. She's pretty, and she's smart, and she's very rich.
Yeah, and she's a user.
Leave it to her to create such a scenario in the guest house.
Yeah, that's a pretty rotten thing to do.
Jake, maybe Ted was telling me the truth. I mean, maybe he didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, maybe. But, Lincoln's not the kind to quit when she wants something.
Or someone.
Look, Hayley, she's not even in the same league as you are. I mean, you're so much better than she is. Can't you see that?
I don't know. I don't know, Jake.
Any man that would let you get away from him has got to be crazy.
Thanks for being my friend.
You're never going to be alone again, not as long as I'm here.
Don't they write songs telling us how to pick up the pieces and move on?
Yeah, they do. So why don't we start by you letting me take you out to dinner? Because I'm starving.
Thanks for coming over.
No thanks are needed. I feel so right being with you, Hayley. I've never felt this right in my life before.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Jane. How are you?
Okay. Thanks for the flowers you sent.
I really wanted to go to Georgia with you. It was just hard with the baby.
No, don't apologize. You've been wonderful with Lyle and me. Look, I see you're busy, so I'll just let you get back to your work.
No, sit down. You know, I don't even know what this is. I found a roll of film in my house. It was left by Paul Marshall, the photographer that Victoria shot.
Oh, yeah, I heard about the shooting. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, it looks like it's going to get uglier.
Is this what developed?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a man's hand.
Yeah, and it's not Paul Marshall's hand. Yet the rest of the roll was just baby shots.
That's bizarre. Why would they take a picture of the hand and not the face that goes with it?
I don't know. It was the beginning of the film, and maybe he was just snapping off a few shots to wind the roll.
Well, maybe you should let the police look at this.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take it right to Cruz, because I know that I can trust him in case he gets any... Oh, my beeper. I gotta call my service. I'll be right back. Help yourself to the chicken salad.
to lie.
You know, I kind of like it. It's, you know, old passion rekindled when hubby leaves town. It's a blockbuster.
He
baby.
tried to steal Julia's baby. He is lying.
You must have read that in between the lines. I didn't get that at all. Besides, sparks fly the way it is.
You're disgusting. He's lying to protect himself.
You know, you really ought to look at the bright side of this, you know. 10, 20 years in jail. You get out, you get to star in a movie of the week, your own life story. It's sort of like Lana Turner and Madam X.
I want to talk to a lawyer.
Okay. Be my guest. But first, I mean, you're still claiming that you never laid eyes on Paul before he came to Santa Barbara. Come on.
I knew Paul in L.A., but not well.
He said he knew you in the biblical sense. Now, come on. Come clean. I mean, what's a little sheet music between friends?
We were never lovers.
Come on. No? This morning you didn't know him. Now you know him. Now you're not lovers. I mean, what is this? This word game I don't know about? What?
Look, I know I should have told you that I had known Paul in Los Angeles. I didn't think it was important.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you died, then it wouldn't have made any difference, would it? I suppose that's what you were counting on, wasn't it?
No, the relationship that we had in Los Angeles, it was business. We were hardly friends.
Wow, I have to write that. Business. It was just business, hardly a friendship. You know, in my neck of the woods, they call that prostitution.
Keith, I did not sleep with him. I would never leave Mason and Chip for him. He's lying.
I'd forgotten about poor old Chipper. You know, that poor little guy. At first his dad leaves town. Now his mom's going to go in a slammer. I mean, he's got Foster Home written all over his forehead.
Nobody is going to take my baby. I want to talk to Julia before this goes any further.
Okay, but just relax a second. Let me just, one more question, okay? When you did ask Marshall to run off with you, where exactly were you going to go?
I'm not listening to any more of your ridiculous...
The words are your lovers, not mine.
I shot Paul to protect Julia's baby. He had the gun. That's all I have to say.
For now. But you know something, I'd work on that story. It's as shaky as you are.
So am I under arrest?
Well, for the moment, no. But I'd stay in town.
Keith, I'm not a murderer.
And this morning you weren't an adulteress. You know, a lot of people in town that disagree with you. You just can't count on anything anymore. But I'll tell you something. We're going to be seeing a lot of each other. That you can count on.
All right, come on, bro. That's enough. Huh? This is gonna be your last one. I want you to take it easy on this thing.
Dude, I don't need any advice.
Look, I'm telling you. Telling you to lay off.
I just want to get good and numb.
Look, this is not gonna help you forget about Hayley. Believe me, if I could forget with this, I'd join you.
There's no way you can just force somebody to stay married to you, is there?
I don't think so, Teddy. If she filed the divorce papers, that sounds like it's pretty clear. But then again, you know, she's your wife. I mean, do you think that she really meant it?
No, we can't make it work.
Okay, then drinking yourself silly is not gonna help.
I don't need a shrink, Brick.
Look, all I'm saying is Look, if you think it could work out, then go ahead. I mean, nothing's permanent until it's time to go, right?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring you down with me. Remind you of Amy.
You're not at all. But look, I tell you something. Me and Amy, we had a very strong marriage. Together, we worked through a lot of hard times. That's why I have some very good memories.
I get the hint.
Good. So now, if you really love Hayley and you want her back, then you should do something about it. But if not, Teddy, just let it go.
I tried something.
And?
Backfired.
Come here. Hey. Try again. Keep trying. Don't let anything or anybody stand in your way. And I'm your brother. If you need me, you know where to reach me, right?
Right.
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 Perseverance.
Something told me I'd find you here.
What do you want?
You really have to ask?
You know, I don't want to play any more games. That surprise that you did at the guest house cost me a wife.
Oh, Ted, please. Your marriage to Hayley was shaky from day one.
You hanging out in the middle of it just certainly did not help.
I know it hurt. I've been there. Why do you think I came running back home when I broke up with my boyfriend?
This is a little different.
Why? I was just as much in love with TJ.
You were engaged to that guy for a whole 5 minutes.
Are you making fun of me?
Look, I don't even compare that little fling of yours, the snow bum, to me and Hayley. The only thing that those two relationships had in common is that you destroyed both of them.
Jeffrey.
I want to talk to somebody in charge of Johnny's case.
Oh, I am actually. I'm taking a personal interest in this.
Rather talk to the police.
Oh, gee, I'm crushed. I hear I'm giving you a personal audience, and you don't even deserve it. You're a jinx.
Look, I'm here about Johnny. If you're not interested in any new evidence.
What evidence?
I have something here I think you could use.
Well, this is evidence?
Yes, it may help identify the person who's in the kidnapping.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, is there an arm or a shoulder attached to this that I can...
Pretty distinctive ring, Keith.
Oh, no, wait a second. I get this. This is like... You'll give me a picture of an eyeball, then a picture of a foot. It's a puzzle, right?
I believe it was taken by someone involved in Johnny's case.
Oh. Where'd you get this?
I can't say.
Yeah. Well, it's very imaginative, Nancy Drew's stuff, but it's a waste of time, darling.
Both Julia and Victoria Cavwell believe the man who took this picture is involved in stealing children.
Yeah, and they're both desperately trying to prove that Victoria's a misunderstood version. Did Julia give you this?
No.
Who did? Dear, if you don't tell me, I'll get a court order for withholding evidence against you.
Paul Marshall took the picture.
Oh. Victoria's favorite target. Yeah.
Julie found a roll of his film in her house. Now, I snuck this picture out because I want to speed up this investigation. Don't you see them? If the man who tried to take Julie's baby, he may have been involved in Johnny's case. And maybe this guy here with the ring is an accomplice.
I know. Paul Marshall was just doing his job as a photographer when she plugged him. All right, it's the end of the story, baby. This... Hey, you think this is a jewelry layout that he was working on?
I think he was trying to identify someone.
And he took a picture of their hand instead of their face. Right.
Can't you just try to follow it up?
Oh, yeah. I'll get a poster made of this. We'll put it in the post office. Have people say, call the police if you recognize this hand. Come on!
Why don't you want to find Johnny? I don't understand that.
I do. Who said I didn't? You know, it's nice. You come in here doing your civic duty, and sometimes it helps us solve cases. So, thank you, darling.
Somebody has got to light a fire under this investigation, Keith.
Well, if you can play with matches, you better watch out. You get burned.
How can I protect your rights if you're going to ignore my advice?
Look, I didn't know Paul made that statement.
Why didn't you admit that you knew him?
Because I didn't think it was important.
Not important. Victoria, they can take this, use it against you, and make it look like you have something to hide.
We hardly knew each other. It was only through business.
Well, that is not what Paul insinuated.
Well, then he lied.
Do you have anything you want to tell me?
We did not sleep with one another.
What kind of work was it?
Julie, I don't think that's important. What is important is the fact that he tried to take your baby.
What's important is that you stay calm and stick to the facts, because if you don't, Keith will use it against you in court.
How can I stay calm? I'm about to be charged with attempted murder.
No one has made any charges.
Well, that is only a matter of time, right?
That's why we have to start planning this very carefully.
You know, Julia, I really feel funny about this, considering your past relationship with my husband. I think I should look for another attorney.
That's entirely up to you.
Well, do you think you can keep your personal feelings out of this?
I know that I can keep my personal feelings from clouding my professional judgment. The question is, can you keep your personal feelings from the past separate from what's happening right now? Because if you can't, then you should. Yes, you should find yourself another attorney.
I'm sorry. Hey, I need your help. It's just when I start thinking about Mason and Chip, I mean, I could lose my whole family.
And you're going to have to trust me. And you're going to have to start doing that by telling me everything that you know about Paul Marshall.
Julia, I am not a murderer. And if you don't believe in my innocence, then let's end this conversation right now.
I don't understand why you're so nasty to me.
Uh-oh. Look.
If you ask me, they're the perfect couple.
I didn't. Ask you, I mean.
Oh, great. Now you're getting all upset.
Isn't this wife-stealing stuff illegal?
Something tells me he didn't have to steal anything.
Hey, if you're going to give me this running commentary, you can do it someplace else, okay?
Okay. Just because Hayley's out having a grand old time.
Hey, I'll pay you to shut up.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, gladly. As soon as I tell Mr. Macho exactly what I think of him.
Ted, you can't do that. He'll kill you.
Yeah, maybe. But it'll sure be worth it.
Kelly? Kelly?
Please give me the picture back.
Well, it is too big for my wallet. No, you know something, if this is the major evidence you claimed it was, I might need it, you know?
Give it to me, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I'm only trying to do my job here. If I need this as evidence, I should hold on to it, yes? I mean, you came here demanding justice, didn't you?
Everyone was right about you. You don't care about finding Johnny.
Oh, no, not the concerned citizen routine, please. I mean, every day. Don't you ever read the papers 3 times a day? I say, I care, I care, I care.
Yeah, when it gets you publicity.
You know something? You were the one that gave the kid to the paramedics. I mean, that was your moment of genius.
I thought he was sick.
Right, after you just take him to the doctor, and the doctor said he was okay. You know, that gives you an A for nobility, but an F- for, being a sucker.
Anyone in my position would have done the same thing. But the kidnappers were counting on that.
I'm counting on you being an easy mark, and you were a sucker. But if you have guilt for that, I wouldn't lay it on this office, okay? I mean, these hands, they're a nice touch. Lousy evidence, but a nice touch.
Sorry I wasted your time.
Out celebrating already, huh?
Ted, we don't need a scene, okay?
Why not? Divorces are supposed to be messy, aren't they? I mean, my family, it's a tradition.
Come on, Ted, let's just go home.
Yeah, I'd listen to your girlfriend.
Well, what, Mr. Macho's gonna teach me a lesson or something?
Yeah, I'd love to. I don't think it's the right place here.
Well, then, maybe you should stop running around stealing other people's wives.
Jake is just a friend.
Oh, right, that's exactly just a friend. You say that just to stop the rumors.
It's true.
It's a nice way of saying you guys are getting it on the side.
Hey, don't even think about it.
What, you gonna teach me a lesson? You know, this is really funny. You and I, we used to be friends. You remember that? In fact, I was going to even offer you a business partnership. You remember?
Yeah, well, it looks like my instincts about you were dead right.
Yeah, that's right. I was the jerk that was going to be nice enough to try and
You
help
are
you out.
just making things worse, Ted.
Okay, come on. Starting right now, let's be friends. I mean, even though we're getting a divorce, there's no reason we can't all be friends. What do you say?
Look, no, I don't think this is very funny. I don't think you should be hurting Hayley like this, and we're gonna leave.
That's a great idea. Please don't stay on our account.
Come on. Just stay for a little bit. I want to...
Don't, please. I don't think you realize this hurts me just as much as it hurts you. I don't want to hurt you anymore, Ted.
Well, then let's not do this stupid divorce.
I can't. Because I don't want to hurt anymore either.
All right. Jake's is more your kind. It's more your type. Is that it?
This has nothing to do with Jake or Lakin. It's us. No one else is to blame but us.
Well, I guess if you're ready to start over again, then there's no reason I shouldn't too.
If that's what you think I'm doing, you don't know me at all.
Always comes back to that, doesn't it? All right. Good luck on your second time around. Good luck to both of us.
Stay away from me. Just stay away from me. I swear to God, you take one more step, I'll kill you.
I hate to be kept waiting, Timmons.
What are you, part cat? How did you slither in here anyway?
Well, you're unusually jumpy today.
I have a good reason to be here. Look, which is the ivory hand? I mean, they're both soft and gentle. This, from your brother's camera.
Oh.
How it got there, I don't know.
That is hardly incriminating.
Because I intercepted it. What are you doing here anyway? You're not supposed to be here unless you got a good reason.
Well, I finally do have a legitimate reason. Paul's case is getting a lot of public attention.
It's because a Capwell shot him. I mean, if it had been anybody else, he'd be buried next to the comics.
You have such gentle compassion, Keith.
I'm sorry. I'm fresh out of gentle compassion since my butt's in a sling, okay?
Maybe this will ease your mind.
And my mind is not what needs... Well, hello, Miss September.
I take it that Mrs. Capwell didn't tell you exactly what kind of business she and my brother engaged in.
She had some very convenient amnesia. My goodness, this sort of puts an end to that, innocent smile, doesn't it?
I imagine that's a part of her career she'd like to pursue.
Yeah. Oh, boy, you know, every grocery store rag in the country is gonna want to get a look at these.
Far be it from us to hinder the free press.
Yeah, you know, you're just a real good American, Marcia. You know, there's gonna be, in the headlines, it's gonna say, starlet, guns down, photographer of soft porn. I wonder if the nightly news is gonna want me for that.
I think this adds credence to my brother's story.
Yeah, puts another nail in her coffin. She certainly does have talent, doesn't she?
I think that she'd do just about anything to keep those out of the press.
Aye, aye, aye. You know, it's sort of just like the song says, isn't it? You can't always get what you want. But sometimes you get what you need.
I thought you'd be pleased.
My prayers have been answered. This piece of cheesecake is motive, real motive. You know, I think old Victoria's gonna go on a long, bumpy ride on my train. Oh, yeah.
Tori, if I'm going to help you, we've got a lot of past history to bury. Starting now.
I don't know if I can.
All right, then we're wasting our time.
Julia, Mason tells me what a good lawyer you are.
I will not take on a client that doesn't trust me.
I'm sorry. It's just that I don't have anybody else to turn to. Mason is not around. I don't know where he is. Would you take on this case if it came to it?
Of course I will. But let me emphasize, I need to know everything about Paul Marshall.
There's nothing else to tell. Our careers crossed once, and that was it.
Then the statement that he made about your romantic involvement is not true.
Not a word. I would never cheat on Mason.
I don't want to harp on this, but if Timmons finds out about this and you're covering up anything, he will use it as ammunition, and Paul made some very strong accusations.
Julia, in spite of the problems that I have had with Mason, I would not run off with Paul and leave Chip. Would you leave Samantha?
Of course I wouldn't. And I know how much you love your son.
Oh, my God. What happens to Chip if I go to jail?
No one is sending you to jail. Together, you and I are going to prove that the only thing you're guilty of is protecting my daughter from an animal.
Kelly, put the shovel down.
Stay away from me.
Listen to me. This guy is here. He's in this mine with us. He's been following us for days.
You're lying.
No. I never lied to you, Kelly. We've got to get out of here, okay? Wait, this is from the van, that's all. It's just from the van.
Stay away from me. Jeffrey, get away.
Damn it, I'm trying to save your life! Kelly, get down!
I'm Tom Brokaw. In today's complicated world, you need good reasons to make the best choice for the news you watch. At NBC Nightly News, we believe you should get the facts easily. We think you deserve to understand the day's events clearly. We have to earn your confidence by examining the issues fairly. That's why at NBC Nightly News, we cover the world with you in mind.